Good day. In this video, we will be presenting the coin acceptor application in the program MPLab X IDE using PIC 16F18875 as the microcontroller chip. The objectives of this project is when a peso coin is inserted in the coin acceptor, the LED of the port B0 will turn on for 2 seconds. And when a 5 peso coin is inserted in the coin acceptor, the LED at the port B1 will turn on for 5 seconds. The researchers will be using the MPLab X IDE program for this experiment. To start the task, click File, New Project, Microchip Embedded, then click the standalone project after that. Click Next. Select the microchip, which is the PIC 16F18875 microcontroller. Use XC8 compiler, and lastly, save it to your preferred folder. In this experiment, the researchers will be using 5 peripherals. This includes the interrupt module, pin module, system module, PWM, and timer 2. Under the pin manager in the function GPIO output port A1 and port A2 will be highlighted green. The function T0CKI input port A4 will be highlighted also. And lastly, MCLR input will highlight the port E3. Under the pin module, RA0 and RA1 output will be checked and RA4 WPU will be checked. Also, the RA0 and RA1 will be renamed as LED1 and LED5. To set up the system module, number 1, select the HFI and TOSC from the oscillator select drop-down menu. Number 2, select the 4 MHz selection from the HF internal clock drop-down menu. Number 3, select the clock divider value of 4. Timer 2 will be driven by the instruction clock, which will be set up in a future step. Click on these selections need to be made for the timer 2 operation. Number 1, check the enable timer box. Number 2, set the pre-scaler box to 1:1. Number 3, set the post-scaler box to 1:16. Number 4, set the timer period to 16.384 millisecond. After fixing the pin module, pin configuration, system module, timer 2, and PWM6, we will now proceed to the main C file. To access the main C file, first click into the projects, then select source file. After that, click the main C file. We will now input the code that we have come up to this experiment. After implementing the code, we will now build the project. After successfully building the project with the code we have come up, we will now transfer it to the MPLab IPE. Connect the PK3 to your computer using a USB port. After that, go to the advanced mode of the MPLab IPE. To access that, go to Settings, click Advanced Mode, then type the password. To power on the PK3, go to Power, set the voltage to 3.125 volts, then always enable the power target circuit from the PK3. After connecting the PK3 to the computer and to the microchip, we can now program the PIC 16F18875. This is the outcome of the experiment.